From the air, this looks like uninterrupted Amazon rainforest, but in 2024, researchers flew laser scanners across almost 4,500 square kilometers. The laser pulses slipped through gaps in the canopy and measured the ground below. When the forest was digitally removed, 432 geometric earthworks appeared. 396 of them had never been documented before. The result was not one isolated shape, but a buried human landscape. This was not the first sign of large ancient communities in the region. Geometric ditches were first recorded in Acre in 1977, and satellite photographs later revealed circles, squares, and long straight roads. Earlier systematic satellite work had already mapped nearly 1,300 earthworks across part of the region, but satellites mostly exposed places where modern clearing had removed the trees. Dense forest still covered the rest, so every map of the ancient landscape was incomplete. LiDAR does not photograph a hidden city through the leaves. An aircraft fires enormous numbers of laser pulses toward the ground and records how long their reflections take to return. Most pulses hit leaves and branches, but enough reach the soil to create a three-dimensional terrain model. The 2024 campaign used 10 airborne survey lines spanning more than 4,400 kilometers. Software filters away the vegetation. Subtle ridges and trenches then become visible, even when a person walking below might never notice them. The structures are not stone pyramids, they are monumental architecture made from earth. Circular and rectangular enclosures, embankments, connecting roads and ditches 9 to 13 meters wide. Some trenches reach 5 meters deep. The documented enclosures range from a fraction of a hectare to 14 hectares, and the largest known example is nearly 50. Some sites form clusters containing as many as 8 enclosures. Building and maintaining them for generations required planning, geometry, organized labor, and shared purpose. The researchers call this broad cultural complex a quarry. That name does not mean one empire or one abandoned stone city. It is better understood as a network spread across a very large region. The evidence points to many communities linked by similar monumental forms and a shared social world. The authors interpret many enclosures as public, political, and ceremonial centers, used for gatherings rather than permanently occupied fortresses. Nearby communities cultivated crops, including maize, and met at these carefully shaped spaces. The flight lines sampled only a fraction of a cultural region the study places at about 183,000 square kilometers. Within the new survey, LiDAR found roughly 5 times as many structures as satellite imagery had revealed along comparable lines. The researchers then separated dense core zones from a much lower density periphery. Extrapolating across those zones, the team estimates roughly 24,000 to 30,000 earthworks. Around the apparent peak, between 100 and 300 AD, their model suggests a population of about 1.25 to 3 million. That headline number needs an important warning. Researchers did not count 3 million houses or 3 million skeletons. The population range is a model based on how many earthworks may have existed, how many may have been in use at the same time, and how many people their construction and maintenance could represent. Even LiDAR could not produce a clear ground model across every stretch of dense canopy. The discovery of 432 structures is measured. The wider totals are informed estimates that future surveys can test. Radiocarbon modeling places the construction of these geometric earthworks from about 600 BC to 850 AD. Their forms changed across the region, and later communities built different mound villages and round enclosures after 1000 AD. The evidence does not support a single dramatic vanishing event. Instead, it records long occupation, cultural change, and an eventual end to this particular monumental tradition. Why that transition happened remains unresolved. LiDAR has now exposed 396 previously undocumented earthworks in one limited survey. Large parts of the canopy remain unscanned, and even lasers failed to reach the ground in some of the densest forest. Future flight lines can test both the map and the population model. The real revelation is not a fantasy city beneath the trees. It is a vast, engineered human landscape whose scale is only beginning to emerge. Subscribe for Evidence First History, because most of this map is still hidden.